Let's take a look at the top news headlines. Construction of the Laithabi barrage's left and right canals will be completed by December, says Water Resources Minister Awangbo Nyumai. Efforts on to commence academic session of Churchandpur Medical College from this year, says Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan. And Congress MP's Rashtrapati remark against President Draupadi Murmu sparks protest. Hello and a very good evening. Welcome to MAMI TV English News Bulletin. I'm KABITA TONGBRAM. Minister of Water Resources Awangbo Nyumai has said the construction work for the left and right canals of the Laithabi Dam will be completed by December this year. He was responding to query of MLA T.H. Lokesha during the question hour on the 4th day of the current session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly. Minister Nyumai said compensation amount for 220 farmers affected by the canals of the Laithabi Dam have been deposited to DC Imphal East, while compensation for around 39 farmers is pending over some confusion. They will be compensated as soon as the confusion is cleared, he assured. Asserting that the canals will be ready by December this year, Minister Awangbo said farmers will be benefited from the canals.
Paman ka karigumba yanadaba kradi leibagi akhoi kana yanadaba purak ngai honari athubada ayaba puraklani habse ai thamjaninge aduga canal na si hauzik phobam public apemba piba ngamdaba maram kradi canal si yam kanna khoi semaga pithokngai honari basida marak marakta laumi singna canal de tugairaga laukiba aduga blockage kra aduguma canal da dum hekla sim yam si khoi sendok namba tori aduga athubada sisi clear tona ba honari aduga khoi gidi canal sembaduni lau manung da pibadudi tongan tongan ba department akhoi gi lei mkoina tofam thopusu tawrani adubo akoina tofam thokpududi athubada koi kumsi manungda loina loisina ba honari habse thambani.
Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan has said classes for the first ever medical college in the hill districts of Manipur, Churchandpur Medical College, will commence from December 2022. He was responding to a query raised by MLA Surjakumar in the House today. In his reply, Minister Dr. Ranjan said the construction work for the medical college and acquiring medical equipment is underway. Centre has sanctioned 598.55 crore rupees for the medical college. He assured that the classes for the college will begin by December as soon as the National Medical College gives approval. The recruitment process for staff has started while recruitment for professors will be completed by August 10, Ranjan said.
Drug-resistant tuberculosis issue it's a burning issue. Aduna hakoi building drug-resistant TB centers approved the constructions. We have asked the contractor. We have given them almost 3 months. 3 months ke manungda thuna loibiro. Duga as far as digital X-ray machines, NTEP ki makhada portable khara jo aduga loina Churchandpur ki medical college ki hospital ki almost digital high-end digital X-ray ama thamdana bai jo tawrang tawraga yam thuna su thamagani ne khanje.
Manipur burned the effigy of Congress leader Sonia Gandhi in front of MPCC office over Congress MP Adhiranjan Chaudhary's alleged demeaning remark against newly elected President of India, Draupadi Murmu. Meanwhile, members of BJP Manipur Pradesh also torched the effigy of Congress MP Adhiranjan Chaudhary at Kaishampa Junction. A team of BJYM Manipur, led by its President M. Barish, protested in front of MPCC office on BT Road against the Congress MP's remark on the 15th President of India by burning the effigy of Sonia Gandhi and shouting slogans against the Congress. A moment of commotion ensued between security personnel at Congress Bhavan and members of BJYM Manipur. Not long after the protest by BJYM Manipur, members of BJP Manipur Pradesh, led by its president A. Sharda, took out a protest march from Thambal Sanglan at Nityai Pachatek, holding effigy of MP Adhiranjan Chaudhary around 11 a.m. and burned the effigy at Kaishampa Junction. Speaking to media persons, President of BJP Manipur Pradesh, A. Sharda, maintained that BJP Manipur Pradesh strongly condemns Adhiranjan's Rashtrapatini remark on President Draupadi Murmu, who is holding the highest constitutional post of India. Contending that the remark of Adhiranjan is evident of the fact that the Indian National Congress has no regard and respect for women community, scheduled tribe and the downtrodden, she maintained that Congress leader Sonia Gandhi must apologize to the nation over party leader Adhiranjan Chaudhary's derogatory remark against the president.
Indian National Congress na ST women scheduled tribe ki community bu ikai kumnaba uttaba aduga loinana nupi singbu ikai kumnaba uttaba lairaba praja amabu usit thawoidaba adugumba ikai kumnaba uttaba adugumba Indian National Congress ki hainabi ado madu Bharatiya Janata Party na condemn tawi loinana makoina madu apology tawgadabani haibase masi Bharatiya Janata Party ki side tagi demand tawri loinana Rashtrapati ki matangda Adhiranjan Chaudhary na ngangi basiga mari lainana Sonia Gandhi Indian National Congress ki leader oiribi nupi masamak hairiba matang asida mahakisu aikoi makna apology tawba ama aikoina demand tawri haibasi Bharatiya Janata Party ki side.
The central government has granted Rs 30,96,500 financial help on the Prime Minister National Relief Fund (PMNRF) to the 16 beneficiaries of the state, as recommended by member of Rajya Sabha King Sana Jawba Laisemba. Media of the MP in a press release said King Sana Jawba has expressed gratitude to Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the same. The beneficiaries include 10 cancer patients, 4 renal transplant beneficiaries and 2 beneficiaries undergoing a plastic anemia treatment. It may be mentioned that Prime Minister's National Relief Fund (PMNRF) was established entirely with public contributions and does not get any budgetary support. Dengue cases have been increasing alarmingly at Moreh town. The total number of cases reached 52, with 4 new cases reported yesterday. The 4 new cases were detected at the diagnostic center at Moreh Hospital. They were residents of Giant Bank, Mission Bank and Home Guard Bank, Moreh. A team of Special Malaria Unit Moreh took up precautionary measures in the infected area. Rongmei Naga Youth Organization RNYO Manipur has suspended the 48 hours ban called along Old Kasar Road known as TONGBRAM following negotiation with the government. Addressing media person, Secretary General of RNYO Manipur Ripuilan said the 48-hour ban that began from July 25 was imposed, demanding construction of the Old Kasar Road. Works Minister, Chairman of Hill Area Committee, National Highway Surveillance Committee and RNYO held talk on the matter. The ban was suspended after the government authorities assured them to start the construction work of the road from today. They further assured that TONGBRAM Road will be declared as a national highway. A meeting between the Works Minister and CSOs will be held on August 20. Further decision on whether to continue or discontinue the ban will be taken after the meeting, he said. Congress leaders of Manipur states protest in the state as part of protests by Congress workers in New Delhi against the summon of Congress leader Sonia Gandhi by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with National Herald case. Member of Congress Working Committee CWC and former Deputy Chief Minister Bekhangam took part in the protests. Taking part in the protest, Secretary of All India Mahila Congress Kim Haukip said harassing Sonia Gandhi over and over again by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in money laundering case over the old National Herald case is unreasonable. The protest is held against the continuous harassment of opposition party by misusing government agents and using democracy as tool by the BJP. Kim further condemned Delhi police for their behavior. All Jiribam Road Transport Driver Union AGRTDU and NHIDCL jointly filled the road potholes from Jiribam to Kaifundai along National Highway number 37. Talking to media persons, Secretary of AGRTDU L. Maniton said AGRTDU in collaboration with NHIDCL began road repair work from Jiribam to Kaifundai along the National Highway 37 from July 26 to ease the problems faced by the drivers along the road. The union also drew the attention of the authority concerned to repair the road.
All Jiribam Road Transport Driver Union team Mamana, Mr. 37 na Naiba Galatondagina, Kaifundabagi Marakta, Eva Lami Pata Basing Asi, Ajan Amadi, Ravan Puntulaga, Martin Longanaga, Quena, Asi, Gabi, and Bagi Tabak, Asi, Tatari, Ado Drivation Housing, Manamaki Tonta, Awana, Martin Oyanavana, Asi Seminary, Ado Makatava, Tabakti, Manipo Mangin, Go Mena, I go you can tell us in the Amadina, Kana, Pesapi Viraga, Atumatamda, Pazamiang, and Wanava, Semin Yohana, go Mangit.
In a remarkable achievement, a team of doctors of Tamenglong District Hospital successfully performed a meringoplasty operation to repair a hole in the eardrum at the district hospital. The operation was performed yesterday by a team of doctors led by ENT surgeon of the district hospital, Dr. N. Henba. Locals of Tamenglong district and people from all quarters praised the team for the remarkable feat. The team will also perform the same operation today. Now it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Ruda Academy, affiliated to CBSE Delhi, Thobal Wangmataba, Thobal, Manipur. Admission open for Class 11 Arts and Sciences Stream 2022-23. CBSE Amadi Atopa Board Singda Tamlapa Satri Singidamak, Makhal Makha Kayagi Khudong Chaba Pizari. School facilities are separate boarding facilities for both boys and girls, vehicle services, NCC classes 6 to 12, art and music classes 2 to 12, special coaching classes for competitive examination. Admission ke aroiba matam 30 July 2022. Form from school counter. Online registration ki damak website www.rudaacademy.com da changdiyo.
Welcome back. The Rajya Sabha today suspended 3 more opposition MPs till Friday for unruly behavior during the monsoon session of Parliament. The 3 suspended Rajya Sabha MPs include Ajit Kumar Bhuyan and AAP's Sushil Kumar Gupta and Sandeep Pathak. The House on July 26 suspended 19 opposition MPs till Friday for misconduct by entering the well of the House and raising slogans during the monsoon session of Parliament. The upper house was adjourned for 60 minutes after that, as suspended MPs didn't leave the House and continued to protest against price rises and inflation. The MPs suspended on July 26 continued to protest inside the Parliament complex. As many as 23 Rajya Sabha MPs have been suspended till now. Meanwhile, chaos erupted after Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary today referred to President Draupadi Murmu as Rashtrapatni. The BJP has accused the Congress of demeaning President Murmu and has demanded an apology from the opposition. On the other hand, accusing the Congress of demeaning President Draupadi Murmu, Union Minister Smriti Irani today protested in the Lok Sabha, demanding an apology after its leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary called her Rashtrapatni. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary swiftly apologized, saying it was a mere slip of the tongue and the BJP is making a mountain out of a molehill. He accused the BJP of distracting from crucial discussions on price rise, the Agnipath scheme, unemployment, etc. Mizoram's lone BJP MLA Buddhadhan Chakma, who has been sentenced to a year in jail along with 12 others in a corruption case, said he has been falsely implicated so that his political career is maligned. Chakma, who is out on an interim bail to appeal the verdict in a higher court, said he had returned the money for which he was convicted a year before the criminal case was registered against him. A special court on Monday sentenced the legislature and 5 members of Chakma Autonomous District Council (CADC), including its chief executive member CEM Budhalila Chakma of ruling MNF, for misappropriating funds of rupees 1.37 crore earmarked for development between 2013 and 2018. 7 former members of the district council were also among the convicts. They drew the amount as pay advances. The BJP MLA claimed that doling out advance salaries was a regular practice in the council, as the then Congress government in the state used to release funds in installments every 4 months in a fiscal. The advance salaries were used for meeting the petty demands of the common people, and the funds were returned immediately once the monthly salaries were received, he said. Chakma said that he would challenge the judgment at the Guwahati High Court within 15 days and was confident of winning the case. Nearly rupees 30 crore cash and 5 kilograms of gold ornaments were found in the second flat of West Bengal Minister Partha Chatterjee's aide Arpita Mukherjee in Kolkata during a raid in connection with the school job scam. Prop Agency Enforcement Directorate ED carried out the raid at Mukherjee's home in the Belgharia area of Kolkata early today morning. So far, ED officials have recovered rupees 50 crore in cash from 2 homes of Mukherjee. During last week's raid, the Prop Agency officials had recovered rupees 21 crore in cash, gold bars worth rupees 2 crore, and a huge amount of foreign exchange from another house in Kolkata owned by Mukherjee. The ED had arrested Chatterjee on Saturday in connection with the West Bengal School Service Commission and West Bengal Primary Education Board recruitment scam. Partha Chatterjee holds the portfolios of Commerce and Industry, Parliamentary Affairs, Information Technology and Electronics, and Public Enterprises and Industrial Reconstruction in the West Bengal State Cabinet. Meanwhile, Arpita Mukherjee, a close aide of arrested Bengal Minister Partha Chatterjee, told the ED that the money recovered from her second flat belongs to Chatterjee. Her statement comes on the day the Prop Agency recovered another rupees 28 crore in cash and over 5 kg of gold from her second apartment, days after recovering rupees 21 crore from her first flat. She also said she had no idea that such a huge amount was there in that flat and aided that Partha used to visit the flat and he only knew about it. Russia's new space chief announced that his country plans to withdraw from the International Space Station after 2024, but senior NASA officials said Moscow has not formally conveyed an intent to end its 2-decade-old orbital partnership with the United States. While heightened tensions between Moscow and Washington over Russia's invasion of Ukraine have raised months of doubt about future American-Russian space cooperation, the announcement by Yuri Borisov, the newly appointed Director General of Russia's space agency Roscosmos, came as a surprise. The two former Cold War adversaries signed a crew exchange agreement less than 2 weeks ago, allowing US astronauts and Russian cosmonauts to share flights on each other's spacecraft to and from International Space Stations (ISS) in the future. Former Russian Space Chief Rogozin had previously said that Russia could not agree to extend its ISS role beyond 2024 unless the United States lifts sanctions on 2 Russian companies blacklisted for suspected military ties. Now let's have a quick look at the headlines once again. Construction of Dalai Thabi barrage's left and right canals will be completed by December, says Water Resources Minister Awangbo Nyumai. Efforts on to commence academic session of Churchandpur Medical College from this year, says Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan. And Congress MP's Rashtrapati remark against President Draupadi Murmu sparks protests. That brings us to the end of today's English News Bulletin. Thanks for joining in.
Apex Public School, Santnagar, Delhi 110084, CBSE affiliated. Admission open for 2022-23 session for classes 5 to 9 and 11 for all streams, science, commerce and humanities. Hostel facilities available for both girls and boys of classes 5 to 9 and 11 at affordable price. Features are highly qualified teaching staff, wide variety of sports activities, audio-visual smart classes, world-class infrastructure. For local information, please contact 9899 699 355.
Imphal Valley School, Khabam Mantripukri has open admission for Class 11 Science, Arts and Commerce. We provide scholarships, affordable fees, well-trained teachers and low students intake. We also have top-notch class